84 Yamakwa Baba de Likee TV Be send a number channel so hit at the subscribe or like it share more when a pencil me be a so in your be anti Jemray Niada Jemong no 7 in fine 7 in a embremo na ye borrow money borrow more Mensah akachi easy electoral commission on sembene ifri hoba since the massive pressure from both parties no NDC any PPP movement of change in the maame no enyuma odi no on resign ama ese baby and semna ekeka kono because maame ne yen nadwe say or the forensic audit and also or my forensic audit be take place or because o make sure say auditors bema nenim begu ase papa nenim de begu ase because the information that we are getting on 2020 me sure say the register no na ye credible and I say in name say woman no omona nyina na to abano no I'm not sure but all the same no ensembe ni free hoba e de na ekoso ya mumro mo ho na nso yentie mo ensem.
Tomorrow, the pressure should be on. Mensah needs to bow to the people and work for us. Because we told her to go there. When she was the head of IEA, Mensah, when she was the head of IEA, this is what Mensah said. She said, IEA calls for voters register with acceptable margin of error. She was in charge of IEA. She said, Charlotte said our office no, on making sure say voter register and your auditing. This woman today, she's the EC boss. And they were using Musa Brecheba at work can kwasiasem. A coup for the Jimmy Abreche way, atam a yes soldier for the Obawechi. Obawe and now rough to say got him. And a coup for atam dien, atam a yes soldier for, and the soldier for could handbag say moi. Because Ekuforo has lowered our security forces. Mensah now is like a tyrant walking in the city. Mensah is like somebody who has committed murder. She works with about 7 military men. This foolish lady, when she was leading the IEA, or catch the Ghana for a catch Charlotte Semu say they should audit the register. What has changed today? Now, when you read the recommendations, when she was the head of IEA, they gave about 5 recommendations. No more catcher Charlotte say, only Mensah catcher Charlotte say, this is what you have to do. The register that is there, no, you have to make sure you audit it. Mensah no assembly when she was the head of IEA. IEA, and you'll be idea, Mensah ni kunu say IEA. That Institute of Economic Affairs was a no. Mensah ni kunu ne bi you. And yet any institution be a super mighty be a free baby by you. Mensah ni kunu ne tesa institutional and omun set your powers for Ghana for so it is not any intellectual, intelligent anything. No. It was put together for political reasons. Now who read this story now? Mensah recommendation or the Charlotte say, EC boss not say. It was agreed that there are irregularities with the current voter register. All stakeholders must work together, towards a consensus position on addressing these irregularities. The two main schools of thought on how to resolve the problem of illegal entries in the register are not mutually exclusive. This is because purging the register will ultimately result in a new register, while compiling a new register will rely on some existing data from the old register. What is critical is that the final output of the exercise must be a voter register with an acceptable margin of error. Mensah Charlotte says, we need to audit the register. We need to clean the register. We need to make sure that register is not full of errors. So why is she today preventing us Ghanaians from auditing the register? Why is she today not open to this idea? If she's credible and she's transparent and not a criminal who was just brought there to fool herself, if she wants her credibility to be intact, not for people to call her that she is a criminal, she's supposed to open herself up and say, even during my era or my tenure, I made Ghanaians, I made stakeholders enter the EC with independent auditors to audit my books. She can't do it because she's a criminal. She protected the Kufuado. She stole the elections 2020 and 2024. She wants to steal it. This woman is diabolic. When you read some of the recommendations, she was telling Charlotte to say, These are the things from Jane Mensah when she was the head of IEA. The Electoral Commission should demonstrate proactiveness and leadership on this important national issue. It should engage the services of a competent, credible, and external organization to conduct independent investigations into allegations of bloating. Though Article 46 of the National Constitution protects the EC from directions or control, it is nevertheless accountable to the citizens because it is a public organization which draws its funds from the consolidated fund. It must therefore ensure full transparency and accountability in its work. Jane Mensah Kachire Charlotte says, even though EC now even though no a independent body no a very important to say was say oma Ghana for omo ye Ghana for no sebio de omo pese omo ye de dwuma de omo pese wudi na also wudi enti se Ghana for e pese wo de independent auditors ba ye ka kire wo say e wo say wo ye ne saa if say eno na beboa e ma pepe yo eni say e register e mu beda ho fine. Jane Mensah no ka kire Charlotte say e wo say Charlotte say e ma independent organizations or ma Ghana for political parties the chance to come and audit the books. It happened. Adentin and the Jane Mensah doesn't want to do that. Wa bodam. Jane Mensah thinks the Ghana and papa diakwasiaba. Today, Jane Mensah does not want to allow Ghanaians to go in there. When she was speaking, she actually stated the article that shows and that says the EC has the constitutional right to take their own decisions. But Osako also catch the EC and say it is important. So Obama Ghana for and the international bodies come and audit the register because Sikana yeditua ka. Sikana yedi bo isi ho ban no sa sikana if you consolidated fund on a Ghana for sika enti Jane Mensah ka chese lot say Ghana for sika nkwa na yedi hwe isi dia and the Ghana for ho kwan say e wo say omo tinamu bi na omo hwe de wo nkrata nim adentina kwase aba we today she does not want to open the register. Because when she opens the register, Madam Tokonu will never be a Chief Justice again. Ekufuado will never be president, and she herself will lose her job. These three people, their job is on the line. So Jane Mensah Biebu Krima, we will make sure the Chief Justice is no more Chief Justice. Nana Ekufuado will be impeached, and Jane Mensah will go to jail. So Jane Mensah is there protecting 3 institutions and 3 people. Now you understanding why what is happening is happening. It is not a joke. A well orchestrated. And yet, Jane Mensah, oh no, the air catcher on Supreme Court and the air catcher on Jubilee House, no, you. It is not what you think. Because a Jane Mensah a mistake. No, Biobu Krima, Madam Tokonu will step down. Yeah. Jane Mensah a mistake, no, Biobu Krima. Within 1 week, Ekufuado will be impeached. He will leave office. Jane Mensah a mistake, no, Biobu Krima, on one case, will be called jail within a week. So, how is this going to work? Now, utie in sama Jane Mensah eka kire Charlotte say. Point 3, recommendations. One second, I'm just replying my team. Inti uridi recommendations ni bia Jane Mensah eka kire Charlotte say ya. Or say, it was agreed that there was the absence of a single codified body on laws dealing with electoral offenses in Ghana. The incidence of electoral fraud is rife in Ghana because of this deficiency in its legal regime. Ghana should emulate the example of Kenya by codifying a set of electoral laws which adequately deter electoral fraud. Having adequate electoral laws will ensure that elections are conducted without repeated incidents of illegal registration, ballot box snatching, and etc. So, Jane Mensah, they're not all catchers. Charlotte said, and they're about to ask, why is she not doing it? She's a criminal. Oh, yeah, she is not supposed to be given that room. We need to go after her. We need to let her understand. Say, a Jumana or a Yeni Juma, Yesika, Consolidated Bank Sika, and you found that any attempt to Tianaka. Inti Jane Mensah does not have the right to deny us from independently with other independent organizations looking into the register to make sure the register is certified and credible enough to be used in the elections. So why is she stopping it today? Why is she stopping it today? Because in 2020, because of this bad register, from what she's saying here and talking about incidences, electoral fraud, electoral violence, and why we are supposed to put things in place to make sure we get violence-free election. 2020, 8 people were shot.
Ati for mfansemu yitwam kakra asundwe wondero ne eguso aye boche ndisi an manyoko ne mpipe manyoko se ati for kame ho ne mmonkoso mompaye eni mo mangana because afia bato no enye ise.
Mensah did not follow her own advice to Charlotte Osei. Charlotte Osei was EC boss. Nobody died during her tenure. But when I know IE now wakasa wouldn't be Charlotte Osei ni mejuma. Yemfe juma no because achichidia kwasi ampenyi we e we busueni. Inti yemfe juma no. Yedi juma no because of your carelessness and incompetence, because of your deliberate foolishness, 8 people lost their lives. Why are you even still there as an EC boss? Or thank you both tribute to. Why are you even still there? So we are human enough, we are reasonable, intelligent enough. That's how Abadaya, you should have resigned after the elections. But Kwasiaba, you think Ghanaians are stupid. You want them to kill more so that you and your filthy husband can make billions and move out of the country. That is the problem we have in Ghana today. And Oko Kanda Pe say, Kwasiabi disaba omia say, Mahama edi diatem. Why any more Ghana say Kwasiasa Mokoso? Why any say Oba omia Jimmy mu Ghana? And the Consolidated Bank of Ghana, Matonwe di Jimmy, who the gold for oil about more reaye. When I galamsey chan Baumia. Who does galamsey than Baumia in Ghana? Every single person in Baumia's office, I have galamsey or Ghana. Gold for oil. And then I had the demand for gold, Akosra, and the use I say. And foolish people like this are working in Ghana, foolishly fooling. Because we are timid, because we are stupid. Because today, you catch and confuse mun pie, na mun defend them right, they don't understand. Now, I'm sure Adibia is serious, pa. Now, see this. Pablo Eka Asemi. And I want to reiterate that statement he made. And it's one of the statements I think he has basically set the record straight. NDC Youth Organizer, National Youth Organizer George Opare-Addo urges Otumfuo, Ochehene, and others to call EC to order. And the National Youth Organizer of the NDC was set his statement in straightforward. Why is Otumfuo quiet? Why is Mr. Boache quiet? Why are all the big chiefs in Ghana quiet? Why is the National House of Chiefs, baby, why are they quiet? Have you asked yourself why? Inti Pablo catch the Otumfuo respectfully or catch the or Chehine Mr. Boache Buakwahine any impenifo mo Ghana say why is everybody quiet? At least yet to come and so Otumfuo hine kasiye asante your mind na asante your mind adentin asante to mean kasa because the echoes for Ghana is one sem especially galamsey nsuya say Ghana no asante pa na ye galamsey kasiye adentina or mind on hine kasiye to mean kasa. These are the questions. Adentina or Chehine to mean kasa easy as that way phobia ho adentina everybody is quiet. Adentina obia is quiet, we cannot speak to the issues. And the obi bien no kan yes nipa de diatem but mona mo to me a mo so obi antumi ntuma ade so mo position no enya political no you are scared to talk. Why? Is it because you people are involved in the illegality? Are you involved in the crimes? Are you involved in the corruption? Ana boni na nkwasiafo weti power edino munya ho mfaso ana enintina ende the air to Ghana na ye hiam penifo emoma kasama nyoma asesa no. Why is Otumfuo quiet? Why is Ochehine quiet? Why are the so-called National House of Chiefs everybody quiet when it comes to EC, when it comes to galamsey, when it comes to the menace we are all experiencing today in Ghana? Is it because you people have taken a stand to protect criminality? Because near Tikrom ha ena me ame nana otufo se ditu nana pia me do obi na no ka se ono se court shemra kro obetumi asesa no obetumi adane no na se court shemra wo man mu constitutional ma court power ama na make judgment na se ohene tumi de nsase ni bo e ka se betumi asesa court decision dey na stop sa ohene no from talking on EC destabilizing our democracy e dey na stop sa ohene no from telling Ghana for omo na sa so me galamsey nyina se obi anja galamsey ye unless say be ohene no wo interest or galamsey nim. Because if a chief can say publicly, say, or bet me stop it, a constitutionally put together court decision, then Ohene should have that power to tell the EC to do the things right. Or Ohene should have that power to say no excavator should move in the Ashanti region. But Ohene is not doing it. Then it means Ohene will interest or the criminality. These are the things. And the Pablo was, as a politician, he was sending it to people nicely. But me, as an independent person, I am saying, I am disappointed in Ochehene. I am disappointed in Otumfo, especially Otumfo. Ochehene, they'll be already on your okay. Especially Otumfo. Why are you quiet on these very important, sensitive issues? What is your interest in this whole thing? Because the stability of this nation depends on you people, your contribution to your advice and your stern advice to these people in power. Why is nobody speaking on what the EC is doing? Or you are not interested? Or today, NDC for the country should go down the drain. And this is something we need to be thinking about. But there's one thing that I love. The National Chief Imam has released a statement. And that statement goes to Ghana for, it goes to Asofo, it goes to Eden, Onwankasa Chief Imam, Ninkremufo, and it goes to Eden leadership. It goes to especially the young Muslim. The Chief Imam, Ebi ana mumudu don't just say Ebi on TV, ana on Newz, but the Chief Imam understands Ghana. Se oda, na se wempia bontene kra, his heart understands Ghana. Se Ghana enfrema wa Ghana esesa, or ya Ghana ni opia bontene a obehu. He does not have to watch TV. He does not have to listen to radio. He has stayed in Ghana long enough to understand that he will feel it. He will understand that some things are not right. And today I got some little bit of a little bit of hope after I heard or saw the message from the Chief Imam of Ghana. Now, the National Chief Imam has spoken about some things we the young people are supposed to understand or know. Or say, election 2024, no politician is worth the blood of any citizen. Chief Imam say, politician ni bienwa was say sebio obiwu, sebio ewuntima ni bedi president and also obeye de obenya to me. No Ghanaian needs to die because a politician wants power. The Chief Imam has been in Ghana. He has seen elections more than all of us. 99.9% of Ghanaians. Chief Imam, yawo na odi eyedien eduane ne yanwo ye ma menom kwani yanwo mo. So he has tested elections upon elections. Maybe he has never voted before, but he has tasted elections. He has seen regimes. He has seen presidents. He has seen leadership. He understands when things are not right. And he is giving advice to Ghanaians. Say, we are not supposed to allow politicians to derail the little the democracy we have enjoyed. Nobody is supposed to die for a greedy politician. And this comes from a special place because Akroma hana inkremo 47 ye bo mutuo omo ye inkremo 4 nkwara.
Yadamasi some of Daily Update TV so.